do you still have kids that are passing notes in class? I know that sounds hysterical. Some of us remember like when you like write a note to a friend and then you'd fold it up into a little football. Remember that? And then you'd kind of like either, hike it next to you or whatever. It was actually kind of cool when you look back on it. And there's days that I kind of wish my students were passing notes instead of texting notes. But when you think about it, it really is the same thing. Passing notes or texting notes to one another is the same thing. It's a distraction in the classroom. And it's actually a side conversation that's not actually happening like right in front of you. So I would treat that the same way I treat side conversations when kids are getting a little like, I'm not into your lecture, I'm not into what you're teaching, whatever it might be. Or, hey, we got something going down this weekend, or we're playing a video game together and we got to get this information out and we don't know when it's okay to talk and when it's not okay to talk. So whether it's passing notes, texting, or a side conversation, they're all the same. So 2 things you can do. Make sure that you allow for conversation to happen in your classroom. I stress it over and over, even if it's a conversation that's not about the curriculum. Kids are going to want to talk to each other because school is a social place. And for some kids, it's the only time they have to be social. So allow that to happen. And when you see a note being passed, or if cell phones are allowed in your classroom, make sure you're telling kids when you have a cell zone, when you don't have a cell zone. And if they're using it to text notes and you kind of know they are, just go in close proximity to those kids. I am all over the classroom. If I walk behind someone, and we know because it's happened to us, someone walks behind you and you're kind of on something you kind of shouldn't be on in the moment in, I don't know, a meeting or something, you're shutting it down right away. So that also works. So just remember conversations, physical proximity, and you'll be good.